Born. The place we go to be born again. We don't have to die to be reborn. I used to think that. But living is slowly dying. While being born is slowly living. Let's be born again. How? Go to that place and let go of everything that's keeping us from feeling alive. No weight, no pressure, just being. That moment of peace. Nothing is needed. We are here, coming into the world again and again. Born from me and me. I hold me in my arms, telling me everything will happen the way it should. Just live. Slowly. Not giving a fuck. I said I don't know love. Never seen it. But when I didn't believe it. Disregard the dents my heart beating. A couple pieces pieced together bleeding. What I miss the sound of you breathing. Laying next to me while you sleeping. That moment in time, I want to keep it, but it's just a moment in time now you leaving. I wish this was a movie. I love happy endings. Yeah, you know the ones you rewind to the beginning. Then you play it over and over and can't help it. Wish I can be a friend with a shoulder, but I'm self. It's the selfishness in us. It keeps us from helping other people. Feeling what they need. But we choose to turn away because our needs are more important. That's how we are built and programmed as human beings. What about us?
Trapped in a world that's not my own. I can't find a way out, I built a dope. And I'ma run through that motherfucker slow. And I'ma run through that motherfucker slow.
So they see me when I'm leaving?
Hey, I can do that too.
No floor? No ceiling?
No windows in my view.
Just me and a pen. I swear that nigga my friend. Try to talk to some pussy.
It ain't listening.
Hers attached to.
Talking Benjamin.
Nice car. House. What?
What about within?
Yeah, the real me. Society ain't let me. Already got yelled at for tiptoeing the boundaries. My space violated.
Hey, I'm just creating.
Damn, you know what? Jesus went through the same thing. Now I'm concentrating on being the same king.
Crown as you watch and hate me. In a world I built upon escaping.
I'm a teacher. I'm supposed to experience shit and tell y'all about it. I'm supposed to help you get through it so I can learn too. Sometimes people come up to me and they want a lesson. And I teach it the best way I can. The only way I know how. And they probably don't like it. Well, who cares? Fuck it. Like, I gotta teach you. You came to me. That means you're trying to learn something. You come to me, I'm trying to learn something anyway. Nobody likes being told what to do. I know I don't. Sometimes I don't like hearing certain shit, but I need to hear it. Some shit I need to feel so I can grow and move on. But I gotta experience it. So I don't regret life and life lessons. I used to look at a lot of shit like I made a mistake. But I never made a mistake. Everything happened the way it's supposed to. Holding on to the past, you ain't never gonna move forward. You would never move forward if you don't know where you are right now. It's all about knowing what you want. What you want in your heart. There's no wrong answer. It's all about you knowing. That's a personal conversation. After that, you go get it. Do what you got to do to make it happen. But once you make that decision, you know you got to deal with all the shit that comes with that decision, with that life, with that choice, with that thing that you want, everything that comes with it. You got to be ready to accept that. That's the road that you chose to take. I had to express myself all those years just to get here. At the point where I understand myself a little better. It's still a little shit I gotta work on. Like the irritation sometimes, the annoyance sometimes. Like people, I be like, yo, people just want to be stupid, but that's not it. Some people really just don't know. They don't understand. And it happened in front of you, so you gotta be the one to teach them. Like, sometimes you gotta show tough love. Sometimes you gotta be gentle. But you gotta understand, everybody don't think and feel the way you do. And you can't let your own personal anger and frustration change the way you handle certain situations that happen in your presence. Everybody learning. Everybody teaching. The more you allow yourself to be around other people and be open, the more you would take in and the more you would grow. The more you would learn about yourself. Life is the experience. We'll reach our full potential when we understand that everybody's connected. Hating others is hating yourself. Rejecting others is rejecting yourself. We got to look past what we've been through. All the things we feel belong to us doesn't. It's all in perfect balance. What belongs to us and can't be taken away. What we learn, we're supposed to pass on to everybody else. There's no reason to rush. Time is time. You can waste time, but at the end of the day, it's your time. So you choose what you want to do with it. We're not looking for love. We're not looking for trust. We're looking for complete freedom. It comes in different forms. When you get it, you'll know. You'll feel it. It can come from another person, or just that person being in your presence. It can come from accomplishing. It can come from the way of thinking. It can come from just being. It's your life. You have to choose it each time. What we're looking for, we already got. We just got to step up to the plate and accept it. People gonna be people. But in these moments, you gotta remember to be you. You're here to teach. After you teach, you're gonna learn. And you pass on what you know.
I know a place where we can go, thinking now along the road, and we'll get there. Tell me, have you thought about it? So we'll get there. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me.
Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go, always been the hardest part for me. Letting go. Blend in to exist, A-check out my wrist. My struggle is real. Meet me at the hill. I love to create.
I just want to feel better. I try to create something. What's causing me to feel depressed or sad anyway? It's human. It's natural. The world we live in is like that. It causes us to feel like something's wrong, pushing us to want to change it. And when I create, it gets me through that. But then what I create started turning into something else. Something bigger than what it actually started as. Oh, I'm just going to get over this real quick. But then it turned into something like, hey, alright, okay. I like this. Oh, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can change this. It makes me want to do more. So I can always be like feeling like that all the time. Not being depressed no more, not being sad. Something I can always like turn to. I do that myself. I was born with something in me that make me feel better whenever I want. I think everybody like that. And each time I'm learning more about myself. The power that I got inside me. Create the life we want. I had to experience what I thought I wanted to understand what I really want. I gave in to who I thought I was to find out who I am. I can't regret it. I can't be angry about it. Because then I would regret who I am now. And I love who I am now. There's no limitation. I can go as high as I want to. I can go as fast as I want to. I can slow down when I need to. I can't make any mistakes. I can't fall. I'm built around just being. I can create from nothing. An endless source of energy. I found inside myself. I was trying to figure out why I was here. What was my purpose? I'm done looking for that. I just want to continue doing this. Creating. Whenever I'm feeling down, depressed, sad, or angry, Just taking a moment to create. And trying to make sure I can do that all the time. So I won't feel like that no more. I guess I'm growing into it. No matter where I go, what I'm doing, it follows me, telling me this is what I need to do. Create something, create something, create something. And now I'm grounded in it. There's nothing but creation. The dance suck if the dancers suck. If the painter fucked up, the paint and the painting is going to be fucked up. The writer can't write shit if the writer not straight. It all starts with self. How you gonna write a song if you tripping? How can you find love if you're not loving yourself? These plants can't grow if they're not grounded. They'll just keep falling over each time. The world around it is going to keep knocking it over. But you got to be grounded. We can't base our lives on other people. We got to do it. We got to do it for ourselves. But it's easier said than done, because you can't tell somebody, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. They got to see it. So it's best to just focus on yourself. Do what you got to do for you. Anything that don't feel right, you got to let it go. It's hard to. We got so comfortable with it. But at the same time, ourselves know it's not right for us. So it forces us to let it go. We got to allow ourselves to be born in that mentality. Me. My beliefs. What do I want to do? What makes me happy? What makes me feel good? We got to be born in that, rooted in that. That's the foundation of everything that you're about to do. What do you want to do with this life? You're breathing. You're moving. You're existing. It's yours. And it's beautiful. What amazing thing you gonna do with it? I want to create some shit. Make people feel good. Make myself feel like I'm not a fuck up. Telling myself I could do something right. And all these years won't for nothing.
I know I'm not alone, but I feel it.
Friendship.
There's other people with this feeling.
Friendship.
Just emptiness, you can't feel it.
Friendship.
Feel it. We're drinking.
Friendship.
I push away because I fear it.
Friendship.
You walking away disappearing. Because something I did or didn't. Gotta apologize, I ain't mean it.
Friendship.
I wore my mask, but you seen it. Behind my disguise, my true meaning. The parts I'm scared to show because I need it. A friendship I can't believe in. It hurts and I can't take beatings. To my heart, of course, I'm still healing. I think it's smart to ignore or conceal it. Because what you don't know won't hurt feelings.
Friendship.
Locked myself in, damn that's selfish. Mental cages, had me caged in. At different stages, self-conversations. Picture majors or rereading pages. Past leaving traces in the present wasted. On the floor waiting for anybody to say it. You're dreaming. This ain't real. Get on up. I know you feel like you had enough. But it gets better. 'Cause you get better. Nah, this ain't real. Get on up. I know you feel like you had enough, but it gets better. 'Cause you get better. Nah, this ain't real. Get on up. I know you feel like you had enough, but it gets better. 'Cause you get better. When you free yourself from you. Allow yourself to go to that place, to be born.